They see you as fire and ice. Before, they thought that you was predictable, but you had to show them otherwise, because you seen these people that came into your life. They wasn't in your life for the long haul. They were only in your life because you were beneficial. See, a lot of them took your spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical selves for granted. They not knowing that you come with a price. You just had to see how they moved. And a lot of them moved very crafty and cunning. Friends, colleagues, partners, families. They all took you for granted with no interest rate. They try to drain your essence. But once you got with that they wasn't in it for the long haul, that they were benefiting off of you spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, you start burning accounts down. No accounts found. You start burning them down. Some you froze, because you had to go ahead and put them in timeout. Some just needed timeout, because once they awaken to what is really going on around them, they're going to go get their self together. But many of them, you had to burn them down with no return. Many can't return, even if they wanted to. You made sure you burned that bridge down. It had to come down, because they was not investing. It was a one-sided relationship. It was a one-sided connection. And they only came in to drain and look for entertainment, and thought that you wasn't going to catch on. But you were catching on the whole time. The game that they were playing, you already knew that they were playing. You just wanted to see how they move on the board. You wanted to see how many overdrafts are they going to take. You wanted to see if they was going to leave that account in the negative in your world. They wasn't trying to repay. They were trying to get payment after payment after payment. Entertainment after entertainment after entertainment. So you had to burn it down. Account not found. Because they didn't have respect for you. They didn't have respect for others. And they sure didn't have respect for themselves. So you had to go ahead and get them out the way. You had to go ahead and outgrow the environment. You had to go outgrow those connections. Because, see, they didn't have no respect for your integrity and your dignity. They thought that they can just come in and do what they want, say what they want, leave when they want, gossip on you when they want, smear you when they want, and then show back up when they want. Where do we do that at? Not over here. So I'm going to go ahead and burn you down. I'm going to go ahead and burn this connection down, so it don't have no type of a live wire running between the two, and whoever else can get it too. But just a few, you had to go ahead and freeze them. And then once you unthaw them, they may act right. But if they don't act right, burn them down too. It's time to take your power back. You don't have to explain. You don't have to get permission. And you certainly don't need no validation of taking your power back. Your power belongs to you. They've been draining it long enough. You done gave them the benefit of the doubt. And they still ain't trying to wake up. They still ain't trying to give equal give or take. They still not trying to give reciprocity. And they still not trying to apologize. So you never be apologetic for nothing that you're doing. You ain't leaving in an argument. You ain't leaving in an upsetment. You ain't leaving with the world's upside down. You just moved out silently. You're moving forward quietly. Now, if they following you, you already know what it is. They were in your life to benefit off of you the whole time. Energy is priceless. And it's very valuable. It's more valuable than any tangible thing in this earth. So you have to protect it at all costs. You need a password. And if they ain't got the password, they don't belong. Y'all be blessed.